Hello guys, in this video tutorial we'll look at how to use the Netcat utility. Now the Netcat is called the Swiss Army knife of networking, and the reason being that it can emulate both client as well as server side behavior. So let's quickly look at the help. So as we can find here that Netcat has two modes. One is the connect to somewhere or the client side mode, and the other is listen for inbound or the server side mode. So without getting into the options for now, let's quickly look at the client side mode and how it functions. So let's try and connect to an HTTP server, right? Port number 80. As you can notice, we are connected, and now let's go ahead and make our HTTP request manually. Okay, so if you notice, we can see the familiar it works page, right? This is an Apache server for Windows platform, and it's actually responded to our manual HTTP request and has thrown us this very simple web page which says it works. So if you notice, the Netcat utility in client side mode is nothing but your glorified telnet, and it has a lot of other things which telnet does not have, and we'll look at some of these things now. So let's quickly try and make this procedure automated, right? We would not want to connect every time and go ahead and issue some sort of an application specific request using Netcat. Maybe we can automate things. So the way we can do that is by using pipes. So let's go ahead, create our string, and then pipe it to Netcat. Right, so now what is going to happen is that as soon as Netcat is going to connect to port number 80, it's going to go ahead and send this string out. So if you notice, now we've actually automated the HTTP request procedure, right? It's also possible to basically give Netcat a file which Netcat can send across using pipes. So very simply put, Netcat in client mode is everything which Telnet offers over and above many other features, such as automation, waiting for some time, so on and so forth. So actually we can give a client or a server side timeout by using the -w option, right? So let's say the connect or the read fails, depending upon whether it's a client side or a server side mode, then Netcat would time out. Also, we can introduce some sort of a delay for the line sent and maybe even the port scanned. So Netcat has some sort of a port scanning ability, but I would prefer to use Nmap. Anyway, so moving on to where Netcat is actually strong and comes to our help is more of in the listen state.